Few people stop to consider something simple, yet absolutely crucial for their own survival. The ability to perform a movement so basic that it can, without exaggeration, determine how many years you have left. After the age of 63, this ability becomes one of the clearest indicators of the body's vitality, and most people ignore the warning signs. Edgar Cayce, known as the sleeping prophet, always said that the human body always warns you, but it's up to us whether we choose to listen. Today we're going to talk about a simple test that can change your perception of health and longevity. A test that, if you fail, can be a silent warning that there's little time to react. And the best part is that anyone can do it at home, without any equipment or doctors. Are you prepared to face the truth your own body is trying to tell you? Edgar Cayce always emphasized that health doesn't just depend on doctors, but on our conscious and daily care of our bodies. One of the most important warnings he left us is related to the ability to move and maintain natural flexibility. If you can't perform a simple gesture that involves balance, strength, and mobility after the age of 63, this can be a strong indicator that your body is weakening at an accelerated rate. And what's worse, recent research indicates that failing this test may be associated with up to a 5 times higher risk of mortality within 5 years. This information could save lives. So if you're interested in content that helps you take better care of your health and prolong your life consciously, please subscribe to the channel here and give us a thumbs up. It helps us bring even more valuable information to you. The test is so simple that it might seem irrelevant to those who have never heard of it. But serious scientific studies prove its effectiveness. It's known as the one-leg stand test. The idea is quite straightforward. Stand unsupported, with one foot raised about 2 inches off the ground, keeping your arms by your side and your eyes open. Sounds easy, but most people over 63 have difficulty maintaining this position for more than 10 seconds. From the moment we can no longer sustain the body's weight in this way, it signals that our muscles, joints, and even our nervous system are beginning to lose efficiency, opening the door to falls, serious injuries, and circulatory problems that can shorten life expectancy. What makes this test even more worrying is that most people don't notice the decline until it's too late. When a senior starts to stumble, lose their balance, or avoid simple activities like walking on uneven ground, the body may already be suffering significant losses in function. Edgar Cayce warned that physical weakening almost always precedes illness, and that paying attention to these signs was as important as treating a symptom that has already appeared. By detecting difficulty balancing, it's possible to intervene in time with specific exercises, proper nutrition, and practices that reinforce general health. The secret lies in recognizing that small difficulties today can be signs of big problems tomorrow. And the sooner you act, the greater the chances of reversing or slowing down this invisible process that threatens longevity. Many may think that losing balance is a natural consequence of aging and that there's not much to be done about it. But this is one of the most dangerous beliefs. Science confirms that the loss of balance and muscle strength isn't just a matter of age, but mainly a matter of a lack of proper stimulation. Edgar Cayce always emphasized that the body responds to what we practice and cultivate daily. If you don't work on your balance, it disappears. If you don't strengthen your muscles, they weaken. And if you ignore the signs, nature acts without mercy. Fortunately, the ability to balance can be recovered with dedication and simple methods. The important thing is to understand that decline isn't inevitable. You can change the course of your health and ensure more years of active life with good quality. Now you may be wondering, how much time is considered normal in the balance test? According to widely recognized studies, being able to stand with one foot suspended for at least 10 seconds is already an excellent indication of health and longevity. Those who can't reach this mark, especially after the age of 63, may be facing serious silent risks. But it's essential to take the test safely. Choose a safe place, preferably near a wall or surface where you can lean on if you lose your balance. The goal isn't to hurt yourself, but to honestly observe how your body responds. This little challenge can open your eyes to necessary changes, which we often put off, thinking it's too early to worry or too late to improve. When taking the test, Don't worry if you feel difficulty at first. The intention here is to observe, not to judge. Edgar Cayce emphasized that physical self-awareness was an essential key to personal growth and the preservation of life. If you notice that your balance time is less than ideal, this isn't a reason for discouragement, but an invitation to immediate action. Small daily practices can make a huge difference in your bodily stability and consequently in your quality of life. Strengthening ankles, knees, and core muscles, for example, helps not only with balance but also with resistance and fall prevention. Every second you gain in the balance test represents more autonomy, more freedom, and above all, more hope for a long and fulfilling life. Nothing is more valuable than that. Among the most recommended practices for those who want to improve their balance are proprioception exercises, walking on uneven ground in a controlled manner, and activities such as Tai Chi Chuan, which work the mind and body in perfect harmony. Even simple movements of standing up and sitting down without arm support are extremely effective in strengthening the foundations of bodily balance. Edgar Cayce also advocated the importance of stretching and relaxation practices to maintain the flexibility of tendons and ligaments, something often neglected but fundamental for mobility. Starting with a consistent routine, it's possible not only to recover lost abilities, but also to reach a level of physical health better than what you had years ago. It's never too late to start and feel the positive effects. It's important to emphasize that the balance test doesn't replace a complete medical evaluation, but it functions as an accessible and immediate warning. Many people only discover serious problems after falls or accidents that could have been avoided with simple preventative measures. Modern medicine has already proven that body strength and motor coordination are more decisive factors for longevity than some traditional markers such as cholesterol or blood pressure alone. Edgar Cayce, even in an era with few medical resources, already intuited that physical vitality was the basis for spiritual and mental health. Ignoring the body is ignoring your own life. Therefore, by taking this test and seeking improvements, you're not just taking care of your muscles, but investing directly in preserving what is most precious: your history, your presence, and your ability to live fully. Another point that deserves attention is that bodily balance also reflects internal balance. Edgar Cayce believed that body, mind, and spirit were deeply interconnected, and that physical weakening often revealed neglected emotional or spiritual weaknesses. By taking care of your body with attention and discipline, you're sending a powerful message to yourself that your life matters, that every gesture, no matter how small it seems, has value. Many seniors report feeling more confident and even joyful when they notice improvements in balance and posture. This feeling of accomplishment renews self-esteem and combats one of the biggest enemies of aging: the feeling of uselessness. Never underestimate the transformative power of small daily victories, because they build, brick by brick, a safer and more meaningful life. From the moment you commit to observing your body honestly without excuses or denials, the entire path of improvement becomes possible. Cayce reinforced that the first step to any healing was the recognition of the truth, even if it was uncomfortable. If your balance isn't good today, that doesn't define your future. It only defines that there's something to be done now. Don't wait for the situation to worsen before acting. Small daily sessions of exercise, a few minutes of conscious practice, can accumulate over the months and bring benefits that seem almost miraculous. Each day is an opportunity to strengthen what is still firm and recover what has begun to fail. And remember, consistency is much more powerful than intensity. A small but daily effort is worth more than large, sporadic efforts. In addition to physical exercises, diet also plays a fundamental role in this process. A balanced body begins with balanced nutrition. Edgar Cayce always emphasized the importance of a diet rich in fresh fruits, vegetables, and natural foods to keep the body light and functional. Excess weight, in addition to overloading the joints, directly impairs balance and mobility. Therefore, taking care of your diet is taking care of your center of gravity, your strength, and your autonomy. Include foods that strengthen bones and muscles, such as green leaves, varied vegetables, fish rich in omega-3, and sources of calcium with good absorption. Avoid excess sugars, refined flours, and bad fats, as they inflame the body and accelerate the process of physical deterioration. Every choice on the plate is also a choice about your future. Many people believe that after a certain age, it's normal to feel constant pain and lose mobility, as if it were inevitable. Edgar Cayce, however, stated that the human body was designed to remain functional and vibrant until the end of life, as long as it is respected and cared for consciously. When you feel pain or limitations that prevent you from making simple movements, this is a clear sign that there are imbalances that need to be corrected. Don't accept pain as something natural to aging. Accepting discomfort as normal is giving up a full life. Small pains today, if ignored, can turn into big limitations tomorrow. Therefore, listen to your body every day and act gently and responsibly to restore what can still be strengthened. Another factor that directly impacts balance and longevity is breathing. Edgar Cayce emphasized the importance of breathing deeply to oxygenate every cell in the body and strengthen the nervous system. Breathing shallowly and automatically limits vital energy and favors bodily rigidity. Therefore, integrating deep breathing exercises into your routine can enhance the gains in balance and health. Inhale slowly through your nose, expanding your abdomen, and exhale slowly as well, emptying your lungs completely. Regular practice of conscious breathing increases concentration, reduces stress, and improves the mind-body connection, essential factors for controlling movements. Never underestimate the power of something so simple. Breathing right is strengthening your foundation and expanding your ability to respond to the challenges of time. In addition to breathing, posture plays a crucial role. Staying aligned with relaxed shoulders and an erect spine distributes body weight better and facilitates balance. Edgar Cayce warned that misaligned posture not only caused physical pain, but also affected the functioning of internal organs and the body's energy circulation. Every time you correct your posture, even in everyday activities such as walking, sitting, or standing, you are investing in your health in a practical and effective way. A body that remains aligned preserves its structural integrity better and responds more efficiently to the demands of daily life. Correct posture protects bones, muscles, and joints against unnecessary wear and tear, and also contributes to an image of vitality and self-confidence, factors that directly influence emotional well-being. Over the years, it's common for the fear of falls to silently settle into people's daily lives. This fear, although understandable, can become a major villain, as it leads many to avoid natural movements, further reducing their physical capacity. Edgar Cayce said that fear was one of the most paralyzing forces of the human being, and that facing it was essential to maintain health. When we stop moving for fear of falling, the body interprets this inactivity as a signal to weaken even more. Therefore, it's vital to adopt an attitude of courage and responsibility, strengthening the body precisely to overcome fear. Every firm step, every conscious movement is an act of resistance against fragility. And the more you practice, the more confidence you regain, building a virtuous circle of balance, safety, and freedom. Another important aspect is mindfulness. Performing movements consciously drastically reduces the risk of falls and improves the quality of strengthening exercises. Edgar Cayce reinforced that being present in what you do is one of the greatest secrets to maintaining the health of body and mind. Walking feeling the ground beneath your feet, getting up paying attention to each muscle that contracts, balancing focusing on your center of gravity. All of these are simple practices that reinforce the link between mind and body. Haste and distraction are enemies of longevity. Therefore, slowing down and paying attention to each gesture can be one of the most powerful habits you can adopt from now on. Bodily awareness is a trainable skill and can be the difference between aging with autonomy or with avoidable limitations. In addition to physical and mental practices, the environment where you live also exerts a great influence on your balance and safety. Edgar Cayce already said that the home should be a reflection of harmony and support for health. Keep your house adapted to prevent accidents. Remove loose rugs, illuminate the corridors well. Organize furniture to create wide and safe passages. Small changes like these can make a huge difference in your quality of life. A safe environment encourages free movement and reduces stress, allowing you to maintain your exercise routine without fear. Every detail thought out is an added layer of protection and stimulation to vitality. After all, your home should be a place that protects your life, not a space that offers silent traps. Take care of your space as you take care of yourself. Another point that needs to be taken into consideration is the importance of rest. Many people believe that continuous effort is the only way to keep the body strong, but Edgar Cayce always warned that adequate rest is as vital as physical practice. The balance between action and rest is fundamental for muscle regeneration and the preservation of joints. Sleeping well and respecting the body's signs of fatigue allows it to recover and strengthen itself. Quality rest, combined with an active and conscious routine, builds a solid foundation for healthy longevity. When we neglect rest, we overload our body, favoring inflammations, fatigue, and drops in physical performance. Therefore, as important as exercising is ensuring that the body has enough time to renew itself and prepare for new challenges. Another aspect that Cayce mentioned was the importance of a positive mental attitude towards the challenges of aging. Seeing life with optimism, even in the face of limitations, has a real impact on the physical body. Modern studies confirm that people who maintain a positive mindset tend to live longer and better. Chronic negative thoughts affect the immune system, physical recovery, and even the ability to balance. Therefore, when facing difficulties, always seek a constructive perspective. Every small improvement achieved should be celebrated as a real victory. Edgar Cayce believed that the body responds not only to physical actions, but also to the mental vibrations we cultivate. Feeding the mind with hope and gratitude is as essential as strengthening muscles or practicing balance. The family and the circle of acquaintances also play a fundamental role in the process of maintaining physical and mental health. Having people who encourage, support, and respect your pace of evolution is one of the greatest gifts you can have. Edgar Cayce frequently emphasized that healthy human relationships were a powerful source of healing and renewal. Participating in walking groups, exercising with friends, or simply sharing moments of relaxation contributes directly to motivation and well-being. Isolation, on the other hand, is one of the greatest enemies of vitality in old age. Don't underestimate the power of a conversation, a smile, or a gesture of encouragement. The journey towards healthy aging doesn't have to be lonely. Cultivating good relationships is a way of strengthening not only the heart, but also the body. Now that you understand the importance of something as simple as the balance test, it's easier to see that great changes begin in small and consistent attitudes. Edgar Cayce defended that the great transformations of life always began at almost invisible levels within each one. If today you decide to practice balance daily, correct your posture, take care of your breathing, improve your diet, and cultivate positive thoughts, you will be building a much more promising future. It's not about seeking perfection, but about taking control of your trajectory with responsibility and self-love. Every choice made consciously is one more step in the direction of longevity, autonomy, and personal fulfillment. Your body is your greatest ally, and it always responds to the care it receives, even if slowly. If you've come this far, know that you've taken an important step to take care of your health consciously and practically. Edgar Cayce said that wisdom isn't in knowing many theories, but in applying what is simple and true. And few truths are as clear as this: whoever takes care of the body takes care of life. Don't leave for tomorrow what you can start today. Try taking the balance test, observe your results with sincerity, and commit to evolving a little each day. If this content has inspired you in any way, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up and share this video with someone you love. The right information at the right time can save lives. Let's build together a healthier, more active, and fuller of possibilities future for all of us. Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. Always remember that aging is a privilege, and living well is a daily achievement. Edgar Cayce taught us that the body is the temple of the soul and deserves all our respect and care. May every firm step, every conscious breath, and every gesture of self-care be, from today, your best response to the passage of time. may you find in the daily practice of balance not only a way to prolong your years, but mainly a way to live each moment with more presence, gratitude, and joy. Life continues to call us to new challenges and new achievements, regardless of age. And the best news is that it's never too late to start over. Strengthen yourself and make your own story an example of courage and love for life.